Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Uh, hello. I didn't have time to make a thumbnail this time, so I'm a little disappointed in myself for that. But I wanted to still stream anyway. I've been kind of keeping it up for a few days now, and I didn't want it to drop. I didn't want to let it go just yet. So ah, yeah, right. So, counting this stream, we are now two more streams away from finally having a schedule. It's weird saying that. I didn't think that I would actually ever get to a point where I'd actually consider making a schedule for this. Hey, what's up, Ricky? What's up, Ricky? What's up, man? Ah, how's it going? How's it going? This stream is gonna be mostly just hanging out, just chatting. I didn't have any games planned for today. Ultra Kill is gonna be put on hold until either next stream or later in the week or weekend. Yeah. What's up, Strider? What's up, Strider? I should probably have a. I should have a notice saying, but I have a stream going up on Twitch and YouTube. So if you hear me say a name that you don't see, chances are it's probably somebody in the other chat. But hey, Strider, what's up, man? Got a little headache? Ah, man, that sucks. You taking anything for that yet? How am I doing? Well, I was gonna get into that. I did have some things written down to talk about. I figured it's a good practice to do. The first few times that I came into this and I didn't have anything planned, it went pretty dry. I'm not gonna lie. So, but yeah, I just got back. I just got done with doing my aftercare routine for the gym. Went to the gym. I decided to hit a bunch of legs today, a bunch of lower body. Cause last time I didn't feel very fulfilled. I didn't feel like I really did it. I lost my energy halfway through, so today I decided to kick it back up and up the weights, and it felt it felt very satisfying, very satisfying. If you don't keep track of that stuff, it feels like you just keep that you're just on the same progress forever without making any gains, but when you notice those little changes, it's so nice. But it was nice. It was cool. Gym wasn't super busy, so you know how that goes. Although I will say there are still some exercises that I'm kind of scared of doing because I can only do 2 sets of Bulgarian split squats. I keep mentioning it every time I talk about the gym, but I have to. It is simultaneously one of the best but also the worst exercises to do. I don't have asthma, but it makes me feel like that I do. It makes me feel like I have asthma when I'm done with them. I can only do 2 sets. If I pushed for a third, I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that. Mm-mm. No. Mm. And I've been keeping on top of that calorie deficit, you know, trying to get protein in and making sure all the macros are in order. I'm drinking a protein shake right now. I just mixed it with water, so nothing crazy, but it does what it needs to. It does what it needs to. Speaking of which, I didn't take my creatine today, so I think I might do that later. Let me up the music. I don't think it's loud enough. I think that's okay. I know I'm not as high energy today as I wanted to be. OBS worked fine today. I didn't have any issues. Whole superhero? What is you Hell no. Hell no. What do you mean? Superhero. Hell no. No. Hell no. In school and gym, streaming on the side. I mean, I guess. It's just something, you know, the gym and streaming thing. I wanted it. In part, I wanted to prove to myself that I could commit to it, but also because I've always wondered what it would be like. You never know if you actually enjoy it until you actually try it. And the stream that I decided that this would be something that I could actually have fun with was when I played Enter the Gungeon for the first time, and it just kind of clicked, you know? I'm not making myself look at numbers or worrying about who's in chat or who's not in chat. I knew that going in. If I kept thinking about everything else, all the eyes looking at me or the lack thereof, it would make me like lose focus and stuff and just make me feel bad. So I'm doing this as a kind of exposure therapy, you could say. Yeah. And speaking of streaming, the schedule we will have, I'm thinking about doing some preparation for it. I don't have a day in mind, since for right now, for the next 2 streams anyway, it's just gonna be kind of off and on. But we'll I knew I'd see that fucking question at some point. Ricky, I see. I'm gonna get to you in just a second, okay? I'm gonna get to you in just a second. I see that message, Ricky. Something I've learned that if you just do it for fun, if only 1%, it feels worth it. Yeah. And I kind of made it a joke to myself intentionally in like my first few streams of that, like I'm talking to the voices into my head, because when you first start off, or you know, not everybody is gonna be open to you know, being in the stream. People have lives, and you know, like people like oh my god, I'm losing my fucking tongue. Hold on, Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on, don't go crazy now. You just gotta do it for yourself, you know. And I know that's easier said than done, because you know, you want to get something out of it, but you gotta find enjoyment out of what your situation is, you know. And my situation is I don't promote myself. I don't really have any like advertising or anything, so I'm learning to speak when there is very little going on. Because imagine if, you know, you went into a streamer and like they're not saying or doing anything, they're not interacting with your messages, and that's lame, that's boring, you know. So I don't want to fall into that pit, you know. Ricky knows what I mean. Ricky knows I'm doing some promo for Ricky Chill, but he streams and he's entertaining. He knows what he's doing. He knows what's up. That you kind of have to not put on, like, you're not putting on anything, but you have to be conscious and aware at all times that you're being watched in a sense, without going too overboard. But yeah, so a very particular chatter has Ricky Trill has asked a question that I'm very sure was on his mind for a while. Do you see any baddies in the gym? Okay. Oh. I mean, I don't know how to answer this. I'm kind of shy about. I mean, See, I'm trying to be respectful, but at the same time, I want to be honest. I don't know how to answer this question. I'll maybe ask me that question in another year, and I could give you a much more unfiltered response. But all I'll say is that it is you get motivated, okay? You get motivated, all right? If you have eyes to see, you get pretty motivated, all right? Yeah. Shit. Damn it. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Okay, fine. Yeah, no, yeah, of course there are. Dude, are you serious? Every time that I go into the gym, I notice somebody else who looks like a fucking model. Yeah, dude. And, like, oh, man. Oh, no, I don't mean a specific person, but... No, I'm just saying, like, a lot of people there. Just a bunch of people there are, like, super hot, super attractive. I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm just gonna be upright. If you go to a place where people go to better themselves, that's what you're gonna see. No, don't. There's tons of super attractive girls there. Oh, yeah. I'm being respectful about it. But I can say the truth on what it is. I can say it. I can say it's what it is, man. And the thing you notice is that on any leg exercise, they will absolutely dominate any dude in the gym in terms of strength and weight. Guaranteed. If I see somebody do a full stack on like a leg extension or an adductor machine, 80% it's gonna 80 per Jesus, the message sent me off the rails. 80% of the time it's gonna be a girl, because like gym girls tend to have like horse legs, and I mean that in the best way possible, right? I refuse to answer. I see that message, but I don't. I don't pay attention, all right? I don't remember who I see. Everybody's just trying to get their own thing going, and I notice them, but I'm not trying to stick it to memory or trying to talk to anybody. Everybody at the gym is just trying to get their gains on and better themselves. You know, there's no need for me to be doing all that. And plus, unless I like talk to somebody, unless I talk to somebody or I'm in frequent interaction with them, I'm not gonna remember if they've been there consistently. But I mean, hey, if you're looking for an excuse to start going to the gym, to each their own, dog. If that's what it takes. Plus, that the whole stereotype that guys mostly ignore legs and just focus on upper body is the reason why I'm doing lower, like I'm lower focused. I do not want to be. If you look at two people and one is clearly upper and they don't do lower, or versus somebody who doesn't do upper but clearly lower, it is so much more obvious if somebody doesn't do legs. It is so much more obvious. And I want to avoid that. I am trying to avoid that. I still got you know, my upper days in. But I'm not letting the lower days gonna pass me by. As much as I hate doing some of the exercises, like the hip thrust, I did some hip thrust machines today. That fucking killed me trying to get the form right. The Bulgarian split squats, those are pretty much the worst ones. I'm okay with RDLs. I think those are cool. I don't know. I think I'll get too attached to seeing them there to where I don't see them when I'm unmotivated. Yeah, no, chicken legs is exactly it. Especially if you don't do calf raises or any kind of calf exercise. I will admit I didn't do them today, just cause my phone was at like 10%. I just didn't want to. And I had to do stuff right afterwards. I didn't want to go out with a dead phone. But note to everybody, do calf exercises after your cardio, and cardio is a must. How did I talk? Okay, do your cardio. If you are thinking about going to the gym, just do your fucking cardio. Don't be a don't be a wimp about it. Don't be stupid. Just do your cardio. All right. Like it makes a huge. I mean, what you eat will ultimately make a huge difference in your weight, but cardio is a must. It's just default. Just at the very least, do 20 minutes of a good incline and a decent speed. All right, there's no need to be skipping that. If you're intentionally skipping that, unless you have a good reason, like time, that's fine. Whatever. You know, you have a reason for it. But if you don't have a good reason for skipping it, just suck it up and do your cardio. It's your ego talking. It's like, oh no, I just gotta lift. I don't need cardio. Yeah, no. Just do it. Just do it. But do your calf exercises after running, or after whatever you do for your cardio sessions. Someone taught me to do that early on, and I'm super glad that they did. Am I working out to be strong, look good, lose weight, or some combination? It's pretty much a combination of everything, and depending on the day, it will be a different answer. Like today, I wanted to work out to be strong. I was lacking in my last exercise, and I wanted to really push it this time. And, you know, when you're done with an exercise and over the next few days, you start to see kind of some muscles in areas that were flat before, it gives you a little confidence and ego boost, I won't lie. But my ultimate reason, like the reason I started, was to lose weight. I could have just done a calorie deficit, like eat less and everything. But if that happened, I wouldn't have any muscles to show off, you know? And I didn't want that. So naturally, I'm gonna work out to have something something to, you know, be there as a foundation to when I lose all this fat. Because everybody wants that chiseled god or goddess statue look, you know? Of course, that's the dream. I'm just trying to get. I think my good amount is like 20 pounds loss. That's my goal. I'm trying to lose 20 pounds, and I would be very happy. I would be super happy. Do I like astronomy at all? Okay. I'm not like... I don't like know a whole bunch of stuff about astronomy. Like I can't tell you like black hole names or the names of like distant planets or anything or any like facts, but I love space. I love space. It is so cool. I was always locked in anytime a teacher would show us a space educational video, if it was Bill Nye, if it was just like a BBC video or some news outlet talking about space or literally anything. I was in love with it. The vastness of it, the weirdness of it. I'm not really into the whole existential part, like, oh, we're just a speck. Nah. Everything else, though, that like, it's the vibes that I'm in love with. I think I picked that up from my childhood when I was introduced to games like BioShock, and it's underwater, but same difference. You know, BioShock, Dead Space is a huge one. Ratchet and Clank is set in space in a lot of it's set in space in a lot of ways. So I loved that. Ricky, you know what I fucking meant, bro. Shut up. I knew it as soon as it came. As soon as I said it, I knew. I was like, ah, damn it! I should have said BBC News, but no. Damn it. Would I go to space? Only if I knew it was safe, but that's a boring answer. So let me see if I can... Would I go to space? Like, let's say hypothetically we were in the future and we had a colony on Mars and we had a transit between here and that colony. Would I do that? No. Ultimately, I don't think so. No. Even if it was if it was like budget friendly, I don't really think I could. I would be too afraid of getting stranded on Mars or being stranded in space or on another planet. I don't like that. And if things go wrong in space, there's not much you can do. But if things go wrong on Earth, you know, that's manageable. It's whatever. Like with astronauts in the upper atmosphere. Yeah, I think it would be really cool to get to experience leaving the atmosphere on one, because I know that for super rich people, they send them on space trips, you know. But I think that's the furthest I would go, to go back past the horizon, to see the blue fade away and have all the black sky just kind of come in, and you see all the lights and you see the curve and you see pretty much everything. That would be cool, but I could not mentally, emotionally deal with going past that. The chances, like, the only reason that the people on the ISS are able to be there is because of humans making good decisions. And if someone accidentally makes a wrong decision, a lot could go wrong. I'm not trying to have that happen to me. I'm satisfied with the photos that we got. Kind of like the Artemis that we got earlier, you know, with the new photos that we got of Earth. That stuff is awesome. That stuff is really cool. Did they have photos of like the moon up close? Oh, it looks like they do. Yeah. Oh wait, okay. I see a message. let me get to that message with Strider. I saw you. I'm trying to stay some kind of combo of all that and counting back to calories. I ate a bunch and done for the day. Hit the gym tonight. Also gonna bench in my room later tonight as well. Yeah. I hope you're giving yourself rest periods as well. Yeah. Hey, but that's cool though. Yeah, man. Nice job. Good on you for that. And you got a bench in your room. Nice. I'm guessing it's probably dumbbells. Good for good management for space and all that. Yeah, man. But that's dope. Yeah, counting the calories is like a must. If you're not worried about weight and you're just trying to gain poundage and gain mass, then, you know, watch where you're eating. Have it be healthy. You don't want a dirty bulk. But you don't really have to count it as much in that case. But if you're trying to lose weight, it's a must for counting. Otherwise, what are you doing? Do you think aliens are out there? Do I think aliens are out there? I mean, hypothetically, yes. If you look at it from a statistical standpoint. I mean, because, like, if you look at it's just a game of chances, you know? If one exists, and because the universe is essentially infinite, then if one exists, then so will another at some point. If something has a 0.0001% chance of happening, that still means it can happen again. So, probably. But also, the chances of us existing at the same time, and on top of that, being able to interact with each other, it makes it more and more unlikely that we will ever see that happen. So, yes, I do, but I do not believe that humans will ever meet anything akin to it. I mean, it might even just be an equivalent of a slug. That might be the extent of alien life that we ever meet in our entire existence as a human race, is a slug with little eyeballs on it. And that's it. There's the alien life. There it is. Congrats. Congratulations. All this money spent, there's the alien life. Can it talk? No. Does it know you're there? Maybe. All it knows how to do is leave us a trail of slime behind it and eat microorganisms in the dirt. There's your alien life. I mean, I would consider that an alien. Oh, hey, what's up, Nova? What's up, Nova? How's it going? How's it going? No full bench and dumbbells as well. Wait, like no dumbbells? Or you're saying it's... Okay, I see what you mean. So it's not a full bench. Yeah, no, dumbbells are great. You can do... I mean, calisthenics exists, and you don't need weights to do a full body thing, but dumbbells can pretty much... You can do anything. You know, you can do chest flies, you know, for like chest. You can do RDLs. You can even do hip thrusts with them for legs. You can do bicep. You can do preacher curls. You can do you can do skull crushers. You can do back exercises. You can do rows. You can do fucking anything really if you just set your mind to it. No, I have a full bench. Okay, you have a full bench. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a dedication right there. Yeah, and octopus, like, what are they really... You try to say that. Octopuses are... They're friends. That's what they are. If you look at an octopus, it's like, oh man, what is that? They're friends. That's all you gotta know. Now, if you want to see some really weird sea animals, you gotta go way further down in the ocean. You gotta go way further down. Octopuses and cool and fish, yeah, but no, you gotta go deep. You gotta go real deep to get to the not good stuff, yeah. Yeah. Like monkfish? Monkfish. Calamari? No, they're No, fish are friends, not food. I mean, hey, as long as the calamari's done properly, right? Don't want it to go to waste. Yeah, but like monkfish, those guys are freaky looking. And, you know, there's the angler fish, there's, a lot of jellyfish down there, too. There's, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head of what they got down there. There's, you know, the blobfish, those things are cute. Yeah, I know what calamari is. I know what calamari is. Although, I have been expanding my fish palette a little bit more recently. I've recently had fried salmon, which was new to me. It was a very weird taste, and I'm nowhere near eating raw, but it was surprisingly not bad. I've loved fried catfish for a long time, but salmon was a new one. It wasn't bad. It actually kind of had a pretty good flavor profile to it. I have had a, I think it was fried calamari. Yes, I had fried calamari at one point because I was like super young and my extended family was trying to get me to eat more food, and they told me it was onion rings and it wasn't, but that was after I ate like 7 of them. I didn't know how to feel because it was like betrayal, but it was also pretty good. The second time I tried eating them, it wasn't cooked hard enough and just didn't really hit the same. So that's the extent of my fish food endeavors. Anglerfish is an abomination of a creature. Yeah, those guys are a little freaky. And they're surprisingly small when you look at one. You think that they're the size of sharks? No, they're kind of like, not palm-sized, but like a little over that, sometimes smaller. And I mean, I guess that makes sense if you really think about it, because they're all that way down and all that pressure is just smushing in their body. But there's this, there's so many weird things down there. Okay, Ricky, you asked me if I would want to go to space. I would rather go down in the ocean than space. I feel like there's just more to look at, and, you know, space is cool and all, but you're pretty much looking at everything and nothing at the same time. But if you go into the ocean, there's always something to look at. Wait, no. What am I talking about? No. On seabeds, there's stuff to look at. You have whale falls, you have little worms poking out of the sand with their little heads out, looking for food. You have, you know, crabs just kind of fucking around. You get sharks down there. Well, I mean, it would be awesome to see a reef in person, though. That would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Like, up close. There's a recent NASA stopped exploring the oceans and went to space fully. I imagine. There's been so many movies based off that concept. One of them I saw was actually pretty good. I think it was called... Oh, it was like this movie where they were on this oil rig at the very bottom of the Mariana Trench, and all the seals started to break and it fully collapsed on itself. That was freaky. Underwater. I want to... Underwater... Wait, is it just called Underwater? It's just... Okay, so it's just called Underwater. This movie in 2020 called Underwater had a really cool alien not alien, creature concept, good visuals, good vibes. I would recommend it. Just like, it's nothing amazing, but it's not bad. It wasn't bad for what it was. I was asked Iron Lung or Star Trek as a place to live, and you picked Iron Lung. Okay, but hear me out. In Star Trek, that's like the upper echelons of society if you get picked, if you're lucky enough. Iron Lung is like the peasants that everybody has to live in, and chances are that's where you and me are gonna be. If it was down to luck, you are gonna be right next to me in that Iron Lung. Alright? I don't wanna hear nothing. I don't wanna hear nothing about nothing. And you know how many planets in Star Trek probably have some weird like hive mind that takes over everybody's brains, and when they get stumbled across by the Star Trek ship Enterprise, they're like, welcome to our planet. We have been expecting you. We have taken over these vessels because they were killing each other. That's what would happen. That's what would happen to you and me. We would be on those planets. Nah. You can miss me with that. I still need to watch the Iron Lung movie. There's been a bunch of things I need to watch. There's the Iron Lung movie. I'm not watching the Minecraft movie. Hell no. What's some of the more recent movie? I mean, the Mario Bros movie was pretty good. I haven't seen the second one. I don't know. Oh, the Sonic movies? They seem to be doing pretty good. I did watch the Until Dawn movie. It was chill. It was okay. It was all right. The FNAF movie. I swear that there's been more. Huh. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I just need to watch the Iron Lung movie. That's yeah. Project Hail Mary. Oh, I did hear about that. A streamer that I watch has mentioned it a few times. I don't know. I don't really keep up with too many movie releases all that much. I don't know. I don't really... I need to like make myself watch them, and I do end up enjoying it, but I don't know. I didn't even watch the Minecraft movie, and some of the stupid shit that Jack Black would say became a tick for me. Ender Pearl. Elytra wingsuit. Diamond armor full set. Like, bro, please, no. Ender Pearl. I'm trying to remember what else he said. Oh, this is a crafting table. I don't even know if he's a good actor. I know he was great as Poe in Kung Fu Panda. I don't even know what his chops are, if he's any good at them. I just see him in shit posts. Ultimately, I do kind of wish that they kept it animated, the Minecraft movie, but do what you get. Just, if you want a Minecraft movie experience, just watch the old, Fallen Kingdom series. Bunch of music videos. They all have a story. Just go watch those. Good night so far outside the gym? I would say so. Yeah. I would say so. I've gotten... I'm in college right now. I'm not doxing myself by saying that. And that's been going as expected. Thankfully, there's been a bunch of classes that like actually cater towards what I enjoy. You know, it has a lot of drawing involved. I'm pretty happy with those classes. They're my favorite part here. Just finished another project. I'm super proud of it. I would show it off, but it has my whole ass government name on there, and I'm not trying to have anybody know that. At least not yet. At least not yet. So, and on the rare chance that somebody I do know in real life sees this, I don't want them to make those, I don't want them to make that connection either. But yeah, it would be pretty, I think it's been going pretty okay. I thought I would hate the summer, but once I started switching, but like, I don't know, once I kind of just started opening an appreciation for the weather, you know, dressing better for the for the hot temperatures, you know, just being more open with it, and you know, making sure that, you know, you got the sunscreen on and you got the, you know, taking care of yourself. It's kind of nice. The vibe shift is totally noticeable. Actually, have you seen that alternative Minecraft movie trailer? I'm aware that people ended up making edits of the trailer. Alternative Minecraft movie trailer. Oh, from Naturix, the artist? I mean, there's a bunch here that I'm looking at. Oh, which one did you mean, Strider? The government name is Jackson John Franklin the Third. Har har. Hardy har har. I love Naturix. Naturix. Yeah. I don't know if they're cool with having their stuff viewed online, so in just for the chance that they aren't, because I do see that there is music by somebody in that video which might get copyrighted. I'm just gonna say yes, I have watched it. I like watching all their videos. Their art is phenomenal. They got good storytelling. They have an OC collection story that they're building on. I even bought, like a few years ago, I bought some of their merch. Great shit. Great shit. Man, the time went by fast. That was nice. I said it in the beginning of the stream, but I wasn't really planning on playing any games today. And that it was going to be mostly just this, which it has been for about the past hour. But we will pick back up with gaming next time. I still don't know what game, because, well, I kind of was more certain. I was thinking about playing Bioshock or Ultrakill again. But since Ricky Trill brought up space, it got me thinking about a kind of game. It got me thinking about this game that I really like. If any of you have heard of it, it's this game called Voices of the Void. I wonder if I can show you guys what the Voices of the Void. Okay, so it's not on Steam. Okay, let me. We're gonna switch over to our visual in just a second. I don't need you guys looking at my debauchery, okay? That I may or may not have. What? Yes. Okay. So this is the website. Voices of the Void. Yeah, since Ricky Trail brought up space, this was kind of in the back of my head. I was like, huh, I remember this game. I played it for a little bit, like a long ass time ago. I remember seeing this game when it was just in its itty bitty beta steps. Forward, this game is in alpha. That means it is far from perfect, but it has quite a lot of stuff to play with and to look at. There are a lot of things to play with, including there's a cute cat robot, and you can like make him do things for you, and I want him. I want to hold him. I want to hold him. I want to scratch his head and tell him good boy. You can support the game on Patreon. Yep. So the description is: you work as a scientist in the isolated research lab in the mountains of Switzerland. Your task is to gather signals from space, analyze them, process them, and sell them to get points. You can get regular signals in objects like dwarf planets and stars, or you can get something unusual or even strange and unexplainable. This game has 40 plus days and unique events, 150 plus unique signals, plenty of secrets, mysteries, and Easter eggs. I've seen streamers play this game on and off, but I've made it an effort to not see them because I knew at some point I would get back into this. And hey, I see you message again. I'm not gonna lie, I would 100% watch you play the Voice of the Void. Play the WoW Go phenomenal. You know where to find it. Yeah. I know it's on Itch.io and it's also on this website too. Yeah. But I'm considering it though. I'm considering it. We would either play this next time, or we would continue back up with Ultrakill. Make some progress on that. But I am unsure. Just showing y'all some of the screenshots from the game. There is a lot less action in this, and it would mostly just be us hanging out, shooting the shit, talking about random shit, literally anything, and cleaning up. We would absolutely make this place pretty. Like, nah, I'm not gonna leave it like this. Who do you think I am? I may be a dude, but I'm not gonna... I may be a guy, but I have standards for how my living spaces look, alright? If we could, I don't know if there's like decorations, but I would love to put up, like, you know, this would be awesome with like string Christmas lights, you know, a carpet, a throw carpet, throw rug would be awesome. Right here, put up some echo pads on the wall to give some texture. And even in space heater here and there. This looks like it'd be cold. With that window too? Yeah. No. Would I do a job like this in real life? I don't believe that anything would happen to me. Like, no, I'm aware I'd be perfectly fine. You know, there'd be no demons or anything to get me. I would just mostly be concerned about bears and snakes. But if those are in the clear too... If I had a job like this, I think I would also stream, like on my off days, to keep my sanity. I mean, look at this setup, man. You can fit a computer in there. You could fit a streaming software in there. That'd be an awesome setup. You know, the RAM on this thing, you'd have no lag. You could even have like a VTuber model. That thing would run so smooth. But I think the minimum would be, I'd say like an average annual salary in this economy for the job that I'm doing, 200K minimum. The fact that you got me here alone, making these changes on my own, finding these planets and sending information to the nerds in their science codes to figure out, and making sure I don't like get killed by aliens, and the crippling isolation. 200 at least. 200 at least. Either that, or if I had a wife, I would move in here with them, and we could have a cabin in the woods, and we would, yeah. And we would single-handedly create a lineage just on our own. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Anyway, let's move back here. Oh, they've even got merchandise? That's cool. My brain's kind of empty right now. What else did I want to talk about? This isn't really anything new. There's always gonna be drama online. You know, this person did that, this person turned out to be a piece of shit, this thing happened, whatever, whatever. I don't know if anybody has this problem here, but I'm just gonna say it in general. Just take it in strides. When these things come out about people, and maybe it's somebody that you've supported for a long time, and you've waited long enough for all the information to come out, and, you know, things turn out one way or another with somebody, don't allow it to take over your days too much. It's really easy for that to happen, and it just becomes a cesspit of back and forth arguing about what this person did, what that person did, yada yada yada. we thought we left this kind of stuff behind when television died, with all the, you know, Kardashian-esque drama you'd have with celebrities and people talking about, oh, did you see this person cheat on this person? Did you see this person did this other guy? They still see in those newspapers at the grocery store aisles. But it kind of just came back in this form with online streaming and content creators. Allow these content creators to do good in your life, but if anything happens with them, just realize that it is not a betrayal against your persons. It is not a betrayal against the kind of person you are. And it's not like they were a friend. You know, you may have looked up to them. You may have seen them as a big source of inspiration, and it is okay to grieve that if it's lost. You know, if you look up to somebody for years and it turns out that they were not the best kind of person, it does feel and it does hurt. It really does hurt, and you need to go through that. But what happens with a lot of people is that they take it too far and they let it consume themselves entirely. If they were involved personally with the situation, that's a whole other conversation. But speaking as an outsider looking in, it is best to listen to what happens, take it in strides, feel what you gotta feel out. But adding more pain to what has already happened usually doesn't help anybody, for the most part. I can't really think of any situation where it has helped, just because people on the internet don't know about nuance. They don't know what that word means. So for your own mental sanity, it is best to, you know, enjoy these content creators, you know, take what you can from them, take that inspiration, have them fill your days, let them give you laughs, but don't let the possibility of anything that could happen to them ruin your enjoyment that you get from it. The fear that, oh, maybe there's doing something or maybe something will happen, don't let that take away from the fact that they're giving something good to you in that moment. Because that's a very valuable commodity that doesn't come very often today. You find something that gives you joy, something that gives you a momentary reprieve, and it's healthy, and it's not like, you know, some drugs or anything like that. Allow it in your life, you know? Even with a certain streamer, but yeah, I mean, this is a great example. I could mention their name, and Nova, you specifically know who we're talking about. But you know, that's their shit to deal with. You know, I feel a way about it, you feel a way about it, and you know, it happened. I personally see it as a lot of high school bullshit. And there's been some more recent drama that involved similar characters of interest, and it also reads as high school drama. I'm tired of it. I just want to scour the internet as the little gremlin that I am. Get what I can out of it, be a decent person, and go to sleep every night. Going to sleep every night against my fabric wife. Every night. Every night. We share each other's dreams, by the way. I feel like that'd be a good thing to note. Yeah. Whatever you get out of it, you know? Whatever you get out of it. She commented on a certain I was about to be like, oh really? when I just had a whole spiel about not giving a shit. No, okay, you can give a shit. I'm not walking back on what I said. You can give a shit. But it's the negative side of this thing, of the stuff that needs to be mitigated. I can ask, like, oh really? Because now I can be curious. I'm not being a hypocrite, all right? I'm not a hypocrite. No, I still stand by everything I just said. But, you know, it's kind of interesting when you see things happen. It's like watching a car crash. You just can't look away. You know? Doesn't mean that, like, you're a piece of shit. You just can't really stop looking, you know? Huh. Yeah, I see it. Weird. That's so weird to see. I see what you're talking about. Listen. If I ever got involved in any drama, it would be something cool. That would be debatably legal. Okay? It'd be something that you'd be like, oh yeah, this streamer that I watch, they did this and this, and you could like hold it as a point of pride and of trophy to other people. All right, it's not gonna be some bullshit high school. All right, it's gonna be like an Incredibles like Bon Voyage type villain shit. Okay, maybe not Bon Voyage. That's very vague and almost sounds like a threat. But I'm gonna walk back on that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I want to stop talking. I don't think I'd be involved in any drama. Anything that does happen, I would just prefer to take care of it behind the scenes for my own sanity. Space Dragon never unfollowed her. No. Legally, yes. Legally, yes. Oh, this reminds me of... this song reminds me, man, of, what was that called? Yoshi's... Was it Yoshi's World? What was it called? Yoshi's Island. Oh, man. Yeah. Yoshi's Island, dude. Oh... Man, that was my shit. Oh, that and the sequel, the Yarn game, dude. If I ever get that kind of money, I will go back and I will buy every single game and console that created my childhood. I will keep them in preservation for all of time. And I will play that shit every fucking day. Punch Out on the Super Nintendo, Yoshi's Island, Punch Out on the Wii, you know, the old Kirby games. I love those. The old Mario games. We're talking like the first ones and the old ones, and you know, the Super Mario Bros. 2, 3, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Kirby's Kirby Superstar Ultra, the Mario Kart 8 specifically, old Mario Kart. Fucking shit, why am I blanking out on these names? Mario Party 8. Yes, Mario Party 8 on the Wii. Kirby and was it the Yarn Curse? Kirby Yarn. Kirby's Epic Yarn? Man, that was my game. Oh, there was a time where I played that every day for 4 months straight. Oh, yeah. I am aware that there are emulators that I might be able to play on stream. I don't know what Twitch and YouTube's regulations are about that. If they would get copyright struck, or if they don't allow, you know, if they don't allow, like, emulators because it's like violating copyright, but if they don't, then I might have to give those a little look-see. Anyway, for today, this was I came into this going knowing it was going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I'm super glad everybody who came in that they did hung out. Like I said, in 2 more streams we're gonna have a consistent schedule up and running. I'll make announcements for that. We'll make it consistent, and it's gonna be held. It won't just be upsy daisy, you know, oopsie, random stream at 2 in the morning. No, it won't be like that. I've never had a stream 2 in the morning, but it won't be random anymore. It'll be way known in advance, and I can make changes throughout, and it'll be cool. It'll be cool. But that's gonna do it for me tonight. Just doing a little bit of a chatting. Next time we're gonna be playing Voices of the Void or Ultra Kill, depending on how I feel that day. If I'm feeling relaxed or spicy, you'll know which one it is. You'll know how I'm feeling that day depending on what game we launch. All right. So look forward to that. That's gonna be cool. And yeah, I hope the rest of you guys have a good night, morning, day, wherever it is, whatever time you may be watching these. I tend to have these VODs up. I tend to have these up as VODs on my YouTube channel, and I like making little thumbnails for them. So, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna be heading out. Take care of yourselves, and I will see y'all pretty soon. I think I would like to do this over the weekend again. Yeah. Alright. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye.